2017-2018 Chrysler Pacifica. We are replacing the fuel line thing here. They have a new one, so it's 684-217-82AA. Fuel supply tube, and you now have to get this stupid Splice Pack with it because they don't just have it as one part. 681-378-64AC Splice Pack, so you can put this new piece on. So, first thing we're going to do, go over here, remove F43, which is this 20 amp one right here. You can double check your stuff. Like you should. I have the vehicle running. I'm going to remove this, and that should make the vehicle stall out, which it just did. Cool beans. And it relieved the pressure. And then we can go back in here and we can shut her off. Be a little bit safer because you know. And then now that we got that done and we got our fuse laying there, I'm gonna set this here. We have to remove this thing here. This thing here. It goes all the way back there and bends upward, and hopefully you can see it because it's bright here. Alright, so how do you do that? Well, I'll tell you how. First, remove this you can do it whatever order you want, but you got to get these this plastic red tabs up, and then it'll unplug from there. Same with and this one is the blue side. This one doesn't have different color ones, just all red. So you say, all right, well, which way do it go? Well, that's how it goes. See, it curves and goes up, and then that's where your wire harness of the other one will eventually plug into. You got to do some clipping in order to make it work. So we're gonna get that up, and I have my little thing here to help me pry it up. I don't think I'm going to be able to do this, to film this for you, but unless this stays, but I don't want to lose my phone, so I'd rather not chance it. It looks like it's going to slip. I'm going to chance it for you guys, maybe. Alright, wish me luck here, because I really don't want to lose this. Can I see what I'm doing? Oh god, my phone's slipping, man. Okay, now I can see what I'm doing. I swear this was so much easier just to get up before. I don't know what I did before to do it, but oh, look at that. Lift it right up. Just put it in the slot and then lift it. Try it on the other side too. Pull out on those ones. There we go. I lift it up. Pulled both up. Now it's all up. Now I can pull. I'm going to lose a little bit of fuel there because it didn't all burn up in the injector. So, and then I'm losing more than I thought I would. I swear that much didn't come out before. Anyway, so be smarter than me. Get a little cloth and have it there so that it catches that fuel, so that you're not dripping it. You don't have to worry about something catching on fire. In fact, I'm going to grab a paper towel. All right. Oh man. Okay. Stick that around there. Drain some of this fuel that's leaking out now. Okay. And then try to make sure that more of that drains out. Enough. Then we got to get this thing off of here. So we'll see. There we go. Okay, that one should be easier. I think you just pull up on this. Yeah, this I can't film, man. Okay, it was easy. I just stuck the pry bar, a little prying thing, and one of each of these sides, lifted it up to here, and then once the middle thing needed to be pushed in, I pushed it in, and that comes right up. Is that a dead spider in there? It is. Ridiculous. Anyway, so that is what normally locks it on, and then you can hopefully pull this right off. Will it come right off? I don't know. I guess I'll need, probably need 2 hands for it as well. Yeah, give me 1 second. Okay, it's this little purple piece. It's just got to be pried up. Of course, this isn't going to focus. But anyway, you pull it up. Let's see if I can focus it. Somewhat. There you go. But you pull that up and you can pry that off of there. See how that piece goes, and then you can pull. Okay, so then you yank that off of there. And you see how that fuel hose is just in that little spot there. So pull it on out. There you go. And then there's a spot there for it too. Get it out of the spot. There, just pulled it out. So now we just got to worry about the blue one. Can you see that? Same thing. Just lift up on each side of the tabs. Look at that. I did that with my finger. And the other side. Oh, I almost got it. There we go. I got it off. I lifted that off, and then will it pull right off? Yes. It's turning anyway. Oh, there's a white one on there too. Alright, so I gotta get that off, but the boy's getting off the bus now, so I gotta do that first. Alright, so I got that white piece off, but I actually kind of broke it off. It's right there, laying there. I pushed it from the one end, and I think I actually have the other half on this end here. I'm sorry that the camera work sucks. Alright, so I'm going to try and push that one through. And if I can do that, then I can pull this thing off. Alright, I managed to get it. So, where am I? Right here. Yeah, see it laying there? Got it mostly out there. I'm just going to push it the rest of the way. There we go. And get out. I'm doing this with my finger. I'm just pulling it out. There, I just pulled it out. Now that comes right off of there. See, that pulled right off. And now this useless thing can go to hell. Up yours. Okay. Now we have the new thing. Yeah, my new jam. Alright, I gotta take this thing off. Alright, took it off. So we are going to stick this. Remember your wire harness thing's up there. Put this right in there. Focus, there we go. Hope it slides right on all the way. All right, there it is. Went up a little further, and then should be able to push if it's all the way on. I can't see a thing because the sun's up there and it's shining right in my friggin' eyes. All right. Very professional video. Okay, so anyway, once it gets on there, I should hopefully be able to push that red thing in. Because if you can't, then there's probably a problem. I can't seem to do it. Alright. Or is it auto lock? Did it automatically lock on there? Yeah, it did. Okay. There. So I thought it was going to clip down super tight, but no. All right, it's locked down there. Nice. All right. Ugh. So next up, see, this thing's not going to fit on there, but we're going to do something different with it later. Okay. Now, this is going to be the first clear camera work I can do for you. Yeah. Oh yeah, and it went up that extra, and it is clipped on there. Yes. All right. Nice. And then what we do is we are going to take this wire harness, and it's got different things which I'll show you. Thanks to the Chrysler Pacifica forums and some nice people who are able to do these. You can pause it here if you need, but this is basically showing the diagram of the old one and the wires you're going to end up using and where they need to go. So that's going to go for our new one here. We are going to, what should we do first? Let's do this thing first. Alright, so the way the new one is going to go now, I don't know if you can see it or not, but this is labeled. Oh, where's my hand? Where's my hand? I'm getting text messages here. Okay, it is labeled. There, now you can see it. 3, 2, 1. So for 1, 2, 3, if I go 1, 2, 3, it's going to be blue right there. Blue, yellow, white. Well, the wires they gave me were only blue, yellow, yellow. Thanks, Chrysler. Anyway, so as long as I put blue into my first one, pin 1, which is on my right. Alright, 1 is on the right, and that's blue. So I'm going to shove this in. I'm doing this all with one hand here. Alright. Here's blue. Into the number 1. I cannot do this. Alright, so now it's going to be on top. The blue goes on top. Stick it right in there. Push it in, make sure the extra goes in. Oh, I didn't put it in the right way, so try it again. Oh, come on. Turn it if it's not going in properly. There, now it clicked in. So that definitely clicked in, and it's not coming out. So now I can put my other ones there. I really wish I could hold this for you and show you, but this is the best I can do. So then we're going to put the next one in. That goes all the way in. And then the last one. Trying, guys. Stick it in. There we go. And that clicked in. So, there we go. Yeah, blue. It goes. There it goes. It goes 1, 2, 3. So, not focus. 1, 2, 3. And again, that means blue, yellow, white. So now what we're going to do is we got to splice these two. We're going to cut this right off of here. So let's do that with my... Hey, there they are. Cut. Should I use a better cutting tool than this? Should I use actual wire cutters? Like cutting? Screw it. I'm right-handed. I'm using my left hand. Alright, I need a different hand to do this. I did it. I cut it. If you go in the light, you can see, hopefully. Well, they're like brown wires, and they have yellow, white, and blue stripe on them. So we're going to go back to here, and we are going to take these wires. We're going to untape part of them there, and we'll match them up the way they're supposed to go now. So I know that, again, this is going to go blue, yellow, white, blue, yellow, white. I might want to write white on this or something. I'm going to strip these, yoink, to expose some wire. I'm going to strip these, yoink, and I'm going to twist the wires in, and then I'm going to see if I can solder them, and just make sure that, because you got this heat shrink stuff too, these little heat shrink tubes, so you're going to want to make sure that you put them over the wires in order to make sure, when you're actually doing the thing, so that when you get them together, then you can just slide that over and then heat shrink it. Okay. All right, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna strip these. All right, I got the heat shrink on there. Cut it pretty short. Probably should have cut it even shorter, but I always doubt myself and always like to be just in case type of stuff. So I'm gonna twist these to each one correctly, starting blue to blue, and then I am going to see if I can solder it together. So I'm going to twist them now. All right, blue to blue. What was it? Blue, yellow, white. So blue, yellow, white. Now I'm going to get my soldering iron and some solder and some flux. See if I can solder that a little bit. Flux. Take the cap off of there. You got flux. I'm going to scrape some from there. I'm going to put it on these a little bit. Just rub a little on to each one. I'll do it a better job than that though, but this is all I can do one-handed. So hey, don't go away. All right. Solder. Hope this is still decent. Yeah. Okay. And then I got my soldering iron, and there's no way in hell I can do this for you. So just know that I'm gonna solder, and then I'll come back. Yeah, baby. Have you ever seen a better solder job? Of course you have. Anyway, I got it on there, and it was nice. And it looks pretty good enough, and I think they will hold. It is so cold out right now. And, okay, so then I'm gonna just slide these heat shrink mofos over each one. And you know what? I'm gonna also label what each one is after on these things. But yeah, so slide them on there, and then I'm gonna go grab my heat gun and do them up. You should be able to just probably do a lighter on each of those if you really want to, but great. See, it's kind of a little windy here too, and got stupid stuff going on. So anyway, do my best here. We'll see if this works. Come on. Sure that I also flipped it over to the other side and heated that. You got that gunk coming out on each one to seal it up. Nice and warm, cooling fast because it's so cold out. Okay, so am I done? I feel like I'm done almost. All right, so what did I do? I hooked this in and I hooked that in, and then I got this is my new thing now, and then you just do this back on the fuel line or however so that it holds in place, and then clip this into the new one. Clipped. Cool beans. I don't like how that's bent at such an angle. And I'm going to get some electrical tape and tape that back up. Okay, so there, I did that. I wrapped it up nicely. My battery's about to die. I'm going to put the 20 amp fuse back in to its spot. Oh my god, come on. Like I said, back into its spot. There. Okay. That's good. Put this thing back on. Now that that's done, I'm sure that I'm all hooked up right. This is tight, that's tight. Yeah, so now I should be able to hopefully start up my vehicle. Please. Oh yeah. Alright, and so my check engine light's on. It should go off after you drive around for a bit and it cycles through, so as long as that's good, then that should be good. And also, I'm just gonna show you in case I forgot before the no, I guess I won't. Alright, whatever. Have a great day, jerks. Alright, so I'm gonna say something that's extremely important here. This one see, okay. When I had the car running, it stalled out, and I looked, and this thing had actually popped off because even though I thought it was on, it hadn't totally gotten past that little lip. This new piece is so stupidly tight that it didn't just pop on. So I had to use these tools that separate, and it was a bitch to do. The way I did it was I stuck this inside of the gap that's in there and got it to the second gap and managed to open it, keep wiggling and wiggling and shoving and really opening, and I finally got it to go. So hopefully that works. I can't even believe that Chrysler has parts this stupid unless they sent me one that was similar but not quite the same for what, but yeah, that was pretty ridiculous. So now that I've spilled fuel everywhere and whatnot, I'm gonna attempt to start it up again, and hopefully everything is fine now, but we'll see. If you don't hear from me, it is bye. Great success!